fans, welcome back to the MMA Wiz Kid, where a kid calls the fights before the pros do. I'm Brody, your host, and joining me today, he's the captain of hugeness. He's Captain Big Pants.
Woo!
Why are your pants so huge?
Because I'm shedding pounds. Thank you for noticing.
I'm not laughing. That's not funny, dude.
Well, you said big pants, so that technically means my pants haven't gotten bigger. I've just gotten smaller. So that's a compliment saying I'm losing some pounds.
Great, first coach turned you into a coach, and now big pants, and now it makes you think that
You're a motivational speaker. I appreciate this.
Oh, what have I done?
Hey, but all jokes aside, we had some awesome fights last week that we're going to recap, and then we're going to dive into what's coming up.
Yes, sir, but before we get into that, please remember to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on all our videos. And now, let us talk about UFC 324.
Wow.
Fireworks. What a event to start off the UFC and Paramount Plus partnership.
Yeah, it was a great card. Started early. The fighters came out looking like they were going for finishes. And maybe that was because of the new implementation that Dana White did at the bonuses.
I mean, $25,000. Woof.
Yeah. So for every finish, Dana White said that every finish, the fighters were going to get $25,000, whether that was a knockout or submission. And then $100,000 instead of $50 was going to go to the fighter of the night guys. So it was a lot more at stake, a lot of money exchanging hands, and I think a lot of people leaving happy. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. But let's talk about this main event. In the main event, Justin the Highlight Gaethje defeated Patty the Batty Pimblett by unanimous decision. Or as I like to say it in my Bruce Buffer voice, excuse me. Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards decision. The judges score the contest. 49-46, 49-46, and 49-48 for the winner by unanimous decision and new interim UFC lightweight champion of the world, Justin the Highlight Gaethje.
Woo! And he put on a performance.
I mean, this was not like Chaos Gaethje, it was more like championship mindset Chaos Gaethje.
He's still chaos. The one thing that Gaethje does every time he fights is organized chaos. Can I say it that way?
Yeah, organized.
I mean, he goes in there and he looks like it's chaotic, but according to him, this is all methodical and this is how it's supposed to be.
And it's basically just like normal for Gaethje just to have chaos.
I mean, he's ducking, throwing bombs. I mean, he was throwing some huge shots. And I think Patty Pimblett showed just how tough he is. Wouldn't you agree?
I mean, he had to go to the hospital right after that fight, but...
Well, I think Patty Pimblett probably ate his words too, because I think pre-fight he was talking about how Gaethje's face wasn't going to look the same and mine's going to look the same. Well, I think at the end of it, Gaethje said he went up to him post-fight, right after the fight, and he says, "Look at your face now, dude. Whose face doesn't look the same?" Yeah, it was a brutal beatdown, but we all want to see this Ilia Topuria fight, because I think that one, he got 2 big-time strikers being able to go in there.
I mean, if Gaethje doesn't win, that might be his retirement fight, but if Gaethje wins,
Watch
we got
out.
a problem.
Well,
But when he fights Armand...
oh, Armand's dangerous until he's not, just like Topuria is dangerous till he's not. And so Gaethje's been beat, so that's why people don't fear him as much. But just wait. Let Gaethje throw some bombs on you. Let's see if these guys can withstand the punishment.
I mean, when I first saw Pimblett in the octagon against Gaethje, I was like, okay, it looks like he's got a chance. But then when the first blow happened from Gaethje,
Yep.
I was like, oh, sorry, Pimblett, I'm on Gaethje's side now.
Well, I mean, clearly it looked like the shots that Gaethje was landing were doing a lot more damage. So, great card, great fight. Who else on this card that you want to highlight?
In the co-main event, Sugar Sean O'Malley came back in outstanding fashion against Song Yadong. I mean, what'd you think of that?
I thought the 3rd round was really the round that the true Sugar Sean O'Malley.
I thought it was 0-2 in the rounds.
I didn't know how the first 2 rounds were scored either. Definitely he won the 3rd one. I mean, he dominated the 3rd one.
I mean, he just dominated Song in the third round.
He looked great. I mean, if that's the same Sean O'Malley that comes out to fight in his next fight, I think we got a lot to look forward to with that 135-pound division.
Yeah.
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 Who else? What was the fight before that one?
Before that, Waldo Salsa Boy Cortez Acosta knocked out Derek the Black Beast Lewis.
You were right. I was wrong. I don't know if you were wrong on any of the first two, but I'm not going to rub that in your face like you just did to me. But anyway, Derek Lewis went out there and he realized he couldn't make connection with Salsa Boy Cortez Acosta because his footwork was great.
Yeah.
And he made Derek Lewis look like he just couldn't make contact.
Yeah, it kind of looked like the Cyril Gahn versus Black Beast Lewis.
Yeah.
It looked exactly like that fight. I mean, second round knockout.
Yeah. I mean, once he got him and it was over. And so now you got Salsa Boy. He's the hot heavyweight right now. He wants to fight, 5 times this year?
I mean, I think he probably could.
By the end of the year, if he keeps wearing that eye patch, he might be facing Aspinall before we know it. Well, top 3 fights were awesome. What was the one before that one?
Before that, Karine Silva defeated Rose Namajunas by unanimous decision.
Tough loss for Rose. I think it must sounded like it could have gone either way, right?
I mean, a lot of people thought that Thug Rose won.
Yeah. Well, she didn't, unfortunately, and so I guess she had to go to the hospital for some eye pokes that didn't get called.
Yeah. Wait, what happened? Come on, rep. Eye poke.
Yeah. So apparently she had to have a tube put in to drain stuff.
She has to wear it for 3 months.
Yeah. So.
Boo, Kareem!
You never know. Hey, the eye pokes are a real thing in this sport. And so who was before that? There was a big fight before that one too, right?
Before that, John Lord Silva defeated Arnold Allen by unanimous decision. That was dominant.
It was a great win by John Lord Silva. When he jumped on his back at the end, it showed how athletic he was, for one, right?
He just jumped on his back. Come on.
But how often do you have the opportunity to, one, see a guy on the ground and just jump on his back and jump off? Like, right? Like, it was weird. But it was pretty cool, pretty athletic.
His team kept saying, no knockout, decision. Because they didn't want him to have the knockout, because every time he tries to get a knockout, it rushes it.
And then he potentially hurts himself.
Yep.
Like in the last one. Makes sense. Well, top 5 fights, all the main card was awesome, right? I think the main card didn't have any finishes except the Salsa Boy.
Yes.
But then the prelims started out with 5 straight finishes. There was $25,000 just being thrown out to these
And then it's
guys.
like, oh, what did I just do?
Do you have any on the prelims that you want to highlight?
On the featured prelim, Umar Nurmagomedov beat Davison Figueiredo by dominant yet boring decision.
Yep. I don't think he got the $25,000 bonus.
No.
But he did dominate Figueiredo and made Figueiredo, who missed weight, not look good.
I don't think he deserves a title shot.
No, it didn't help his cause in trying to get another title shot. But I think only time will tell. He's going to have a big win. And there's a bunch of guys in this division that he could fight. So we'll see where that one goes. I'm sure he's probably going to be calling out Sean O'Malley because guess what? It's probably an easy fight
Or
for
he
him.
wants to fight Marab.
Probably wants Marab, but I bet you Marab's going to fight Petr Yan.
Boo. We already saw what happened.
No, but he's due a rematch. He dominated the first one. Petr dominated the second one. Trilogy is only the right thing to do. He just came off of 4 title fights last year. Won 3 of them, right? He's I think he deserves it. Safe to say? All right, let's get into some of the knockouts, though, from the prelims. I know one of them, Josh Hockett, who likes to be Poetry Boy, had another nasty knockout over, what was that guy's name?
Denzel Freeman, which I think he might get forgotten in the history books. Well, all they'll remember is, ride, horse, and ride!
Another one that was quite interesting, but he's a character, and he brings something to that heavyweight division that is a little different than most.
But this time, he called out Salsa Boy.
Yeah, I don't know that he'll get that because Salsa Boy is so high up there.
Or maybe he thought that Salsa Boy was going to lose. And he would be number 10.
But both of them are characters. And so you think about it, that's a fight that even if he calls them out now and they don't happen for another couple fights, that's one that you're going to remember. It's a good call.
Yeah. And another notable knockout was Alex Perez knocking out Charles Johnson in the very first round.
Charles Johnson was on skates. I mean, he couldn't keep his feet by the time he clipped him like that.
I mean, he got knocked down 3 times.
Yeah. But great fight. Great win for Perez. And, I mean, we'll see where he goes, right? Charles Johnson's going to have to go back to the drawing board and put it together again. And these guys live to fight another day.
And another big, dominant, notable knockout on this card was Nikita Krylov coming back and knocking out Modestas Bukauskas in the last 10 seconds of the 3rd round.
Yeah, that's the unspoken handshake. But Nikita Krylov looked good. He used to be just such a dominant force. And he went in there and he proved why he was dominant. He kept Modestas Bukauskas on his toes, like not able to really pull the trigger like he wanted to.
Bukauskas did nothing.
Well, he couldn't. I think that was because of the style of Nikita Krylov. Very unorthodox fighter, but he's good. And big knockout for him, right? Any other fights you want to highlight before we jump into 325?
Before we jump in, I just want to say that the Johnson and Hernandez fight got canceled due to some illegal betting information.
Yeah, they said it was some irregular betting going on, so...
They never told the story, though.
Well, from what I understand is they saw some irregularities coming from the betting groups, and so they report that to the FBI. Once the FBI reports it to UFC now, Dana White just automatically scraps the fight because he doesn't want to take a chance.
But they don't even know if they were involved in it.
They don't, but it's unfortunate that there are some irregularities happening in these things because, man, these two guys are big-time fighters.
Yeah.
Great names. It would have been a great fight. I mean, Michael Johnson, right?
Alexander
Hernandez. But Alexander Hernandez is a teammate of somebody who in the past has been... Bulgarian.
What?
And so... There's some connections here that I guess we're hoping that aren't accurate and it was just some misunderstanding, but we shall see.
I mean, 2 scratches on that same team. I mean, like, they're going to keep an eye on that team and make sure they don't do any illegal stuff or else that team is going to get shut down.
Yeah, I mean, it's not worth it, especially when you get the FBI and now you're facing federal prison time and all that. So,
Prison.
But anyway, a great card. Great first card on Paramount. Paramount's pretty awesome. I know there were some complaints about the length of commercials, but we personally loved it, and I thought the card was awesome.
No, who complains about the length?
No, a lot. Everybody's got something to complain about. But guess what? We don't have to pay $90 for pay-per-view. This Paramount Plus for the whole entire year doesn't even cost $90. So that was a winner for us. And so everybody, we hope that you get Paramount Plus because it is a pretty awesome platform and you get all the numbered events as well as the fight nights on there.
Well, some of the numbered events that only go back to UFC 246.
That's right, but I'm talking about all future numbered events will be on Paramount Plus for the next 7 years.
Or maybe more.
Or more.
And BTW Dominic Cruz was inducted into the Hall of Fame on Saturday night.
Yeah.
In the middle of the main card of the prelims, he got inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Man, he was always fun to watch. And so it was a well-deserved Hall of Fame induction. And I guess at some point he'll get to do his speech and receive his award. But he was on a desk and you could tell he was...
A little emotional.
He was emotional by it, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad you caught that, Brody.
Ding.
All right, let's jump into 325. I think 325 is going to be another awesome card. Now, where is this one held at?
Sydney, Australia.
Okay, and who's the headliner?
In the main event, Alexander Volkanovski is taking on Diego Lopes.
Ooh,
For the
so it's
rematch.
a rematch. Rematch which Volk dominated in the first one. But after watching Piotr Jan and Merab Dvalishvili,
It could change.
I am not going to judge this one like I did that one. Because I said there's no way Merab's going to get beat.
No, but Piotr got his motivation back by like 3 wins in a row.
Yeah.
And Lopez has only had 1. And let me just say that he had like 4 or 5 wins in the UFC before he fought Volk.
Okay.
And so...
I think there's a little different scenario here. Well, anyway, hopefully Volk can come out in the Volk fashion. I'm a big Volk fan. Hopefully he can get that W and retain that title. But I think there's also some other pretty awesome fights on this card, right?
Yes. In the co-main event, quick turnaround for Dan Hangman Hooker as he takes on Francis Benoit Saint-Denis.
I'm not sure that I feel too good about this fight.
Dan, why did you have to come back this soon? Come back in March.
Hey, he's making that money. He's fighting close to home, right? And, hey, he's chasing those dollars, so I don't blame him. And guess what? If he gets a win over Benoit, guess where that puts him? Right back at the top of the division. So
But
it's a win for him.
But if he loses to Benoit,
Then he's going to be in big money fights.
and then he's going to have to fight Renato Moicano.
Yeah, and that's not a bad person to fight. That'll headline a fight night, right? And be a good card. So you got that. Who else is on this card?
Before that, Mauricio Rufy is taking on Rafael Fiziev.
Ooh, that's a good fight. I'm excited about that. And so I'm wondering how much wrestling the fighting nerds are doing these days, and if their jiu-jitsu and their ground game work is being prepared. We're going to find out.
And I think Rufy switched teams.
Where'd he go?
Now he's with Volk.
Oh, well, that's a good wrestling camp to be learning how to wrestle.
Oh, especially against Volk.
Yeah, so hey, that might be a big transition for him.
And Volk is the one who out-wrestled Ortega. And Ortega never gets out-wrestled. Actually, he just got out-wrestled by Aljamain, so I'm the one to talk.
Hey, great point there, bro. But yeah, that should be a good fight. Rufy and Fiziev, I mean, should be a striker's delight unless one of them decides to start getting their ground game going. But I guess only time will tell with that one. Who's the fight before that one?
Before that, Bam Bam Tai Tuivasa is coming back, and he's taking on Taliesin Teixeira.
So how tall is Taliesin Teixeira?
6'7".
6'7", and Bam Bam's like 6'2", 6'3". Wow, Teixeira's a big dude.
I think Bam Bam might have the advantage in this because the shorter guy always knocks out the bigger guy because they always reach high. And Bam Bam's got the strength, and hopefully he can get off this fight skid.
Is he on a 5-fight losing skid?
Yes.
Man. Well, and Teixeira's coming off a loss himself, correct?
To Derek Lewis.
Okay. And that was a questionable decision, right? They said they might have stopped the fight a little too soon.
I mean, I thought it was right. I mean, Jason Herzog could have stopped it a little earlier.
Okay.
But
So,
he got knocked down.
but big fight, a lot of implications. I mean, Bam Bam needs this win to be able to stay in the UFC. Then you got Teixeira needs this win to get off of a loss.
Yeah.
But you think Bam Bam's got the tools to be able to get it done?
I think he might be able to.
Ooh, are we going to get a pick right now, or can I pull it out? You want to save that till the end?
Watch it, big trousers.
Hey, you be nice. He just called me big trousers because he's telling me how skinny I'm looking again.
No, I'm not calling you skinny. I'm
Thank
calling you.
I appreciate that, Brody. Who else do we have on this card?
In the main card opener, Quinlan Salkild is taking on Jamie Malarkey.
Ooh, that's a big fight. It's a big name for Salkill.
I mean, he's a big favorite.
Salkill is?
Yeah, I mean, Malarkey taking this on 2 weeks short notice.
Oh, okay.
Because Wrong Shoe had to back out.
Oh, yeah, everybody knew that. Wrong shoe had to back out, right? You guys on the other end of the line knew that. So thanks for the heads up, Brody. I didn't know that.
I mean, Malarkey fought Volk before he was in the UFC for the championship, the Australian Fighting Championship.
Okay, yeah. I mean, Malarkey's been around for a while. But Salkill's the one who just had a devastating head kick knockout over who?
Some say the knockout of the year.
Could have been. Should have been, if it wasn't.
I mean, the Mauricio Rufy knockout, I thought that was good, but I didn't think it was as good as the Salkild knockout.
Yeah, Salkill knocked out Hackprast, and I mean, he went to sleep, and he was asleep for 5 minutes. It was a whole head kick knockout.
When his face was like this, he landed on his nose, but the referee had to switch his face over there. But I think he probably hurt his neck from
Probably.
that. Or
My
broken
neck
his
hurt.
nose.
So we got a couple other big fights on this card. You want to highlight those too?
Yes, in the featured prelim, Junior Tafa is taking on Billy, son of Susie Elikana.
I wonder if his mom's name is Susie.
I still don't know. I
We have to
haven't
figure that out.
research that.
Okay. But yeah, big Junior Tafa's going down in weight, right?
He fought in his last fight. He fought Tuco Tacos and lost, and that was in light heavyweight.
Ooh, okay.
That was at UFC Fight Night, Lewis versus Teixeira.
I'm glad you remembered that. Because we all knew that too, right?
Yeah, you said it, big trousers.
Yeah, thanks. 7 pounds. I'm about 14 down. Thanks for asking.
I didn't ask you anything.
All right, who's the fight before that one?
Before that, Cam Ralston is taking on Cody Brundage.
Wow. There's a fight on here that got canceled too, right?
Yes, unfortunately, the Jimmy Crute and Dustin Jacoby fight got pulled off. I still don't know why.
Well, and Brundage trains with Jacoby, but I'm excited to see Brundage. But so, Cody Brundage, is notoriously the guy that they say is one of the best UFC fighters that doesn't perform to his capabilities. I've heard Anthony Lionheart Smith talk about how he trains with him all the time.
That's only because he trains with him.
No, but he's just saying that's how good he is. He hasn't performed when the lights are on. But this will be a big fight for him against Cam. What do you think?
I mean, he should have won in his last fight, which he lost to split decision to Eric McConaughey. He really should have won that.
Yeah, should have been a win for him.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens. But they're fighting in Australia, so that's a big fight for Brundage and any of the Americans that are out there.
I mean, let's talk about Cam Ralston. He's coming off a win over Andre Petrosky, a knockout win over him. I mean, he was nasty. He won the Contender Series, and he also won in the UFC. I think that would be a good fight.
So you think this is a fight that the UFC is trying to elevate a little name recognition in Brundage to get Cam to keep sliding up the rankings? Hey, we'll see. What else is on the prelims?
Before that, Jacob Malkoun is coming back after a 2-year layoff, and he's facing Torres Finney.
Torres Finney.
That's the guy who threw the least amount of strikes in UFC history.
To get a win.
That was 3.
Was it?
3.
Is he the guy that's undefeated, that's a wrestler?
Yeah, he's 11-0, and he's just a big, like if you can imagine you, but 700 times stronger.
Wow.
And has a 6-pack.
That means a lot.
And not big trousers.
Well, that means he's probably shedding some weight too.
What are we doing?
But I mean, it sounds like he's a pretty muscular guy if he said just a little bit stronger than me.
I mean, but he's got to work on striking. You always see him behind the scenes and he's always striking, but really in the octagon he's always wrestling.
Yeah, well, that must be what he knows, right?
Yeah.
But he's fighting against Jacob Malkoun,
who's coming off a 2-year layoff, and in his last fight, he beat Andre Petrosky.
Oh, so we got another guy that beat Andre Petrosky.
I mean, a lot of people beat Andre Petrosky lately.
But Andre Petrosky is kind of like a Brundage. He's really good. And he's not somebody that's just a pushover. So Malkoun must be pretty good too. I'm excited to see that fight. Maybe somebody will test this Torres Finney guy and give him a run for his money. But Torres Finney, he's an underdog in this fight.
Yeah, Torres Finney is a slight 125 underdog right now. And what do you think?
I think it'll be a good fight. I mean, hopefully we'll get to see a little bit more of his game. Maybe he'll throw a couple strikes. All right, we got one other fight on the card.
Jonathan McClive is taking on Oban Elliott.
Well, Oban Elliott, he was on like a skyrocket to the top. But who did he fight in his last fight that he got taken down? Is that the guy who took him down and just wouldn't let him stand? Yeah. It was a dominant ground game fight that beat Oban. So hopefully this fight, he can keep it on the feet to do what he does because he's an awesome striker. And he's great on the mic. He's a great character. So I know the UFC really wants him to get a win.
But what if he doesn't?
Well, then the UFC doesn't have him. The one thing about the UFC is the best.
Fight the best.
That's right. And that's what we love. And so now as we're speaking about the best fighting the best, it's time for Brody to make some predictions. All right. First fight of the night. We got Jonathan McClive versus Oban Elliott. Who you got?
I'm going with Jonathan McClive.
Ooh, do you got that a decision or is that going to be a knockout?
I think he might get a 3rd round stoppage or a unanimous decision over Oban.
Ooh, so 3rd round stoppage or unanimous decision. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. All right, next we got Jacob Malkoun versus Torres Big Neck McKinney.
I'm going with Jacob Malkoun.
Ooh, so you don't think Torres is going to throw any strikes? And you think Malkoun's just going to...
I think he's going to try to get a takedown and throw some strikes on the entry, but I think Malkoun's going to get a big flying knee over.
Ooh, going for the takedown, he ducks the head, and Malkoun gets the big flying knee.
Yep.
I like it. Mark that one in your books, because next week we're going to be talking about the flying knee from Malkoun. Or not. We'll still be talking. All right. Next, you got Cam Ralston versus Cody Brundage. Who you got?
I like Cody and all, but I have to go with Cam Ralston. He's
Yeah.
the fresh new kid, and he's got some great skills.
Yeah, should be a good fight. Junior Tafa versus Billy Elikana.
I'm going with Billy Elikana.
I bet you Susie's going to be proud after this fight, then.
Oh, good job, Billy. Good job. You really gave him a whooping up there.
Oh, Susie's going to be a happy mom, that's for sure. All right, Quinlan Salkill versus Jamie Malarkey.
I'm going with Quinlan Salkild.
You think that's going to be another head kick knockout or what?
I think he might get the second round submission or first round knockout.
Ooh. All right, next up we got Tai Tuivasa versus Taliesin Teixeira.
I'm going to have to go with Tai Tuivasa.
Oh, let's go Bam Bam! I'm excited to watch Bam Bam get a win.
And I'm excited for your trousers to finally realize that they're too big for you.
Well, that means I need to buy new pants because I'm losing more weight. But good thing is you're making a lot of money doing this MMA Wiz Kid
I'm
show.
barely making any.
All right, next up, Rafael Fiziev versus Mauricio Rufy.
I'm going with Mauricio Rufy.
Ooh, I think I'm going to go against you. I'm going with Fiziev. I think Fiziev's striking is just going to be too much, and he's going to implement the ground game that Rufy's training with Volkanovski hasn't been enough. And Fiziev is going to show that Thailand kickboxing skills. Dan Hooker versus Benoit Saint-Denis.
Okay, this one's not tough at all. Benoit Saint-Denis.
By ground and pound, third round. We'll see. I hope Dan Hooker can put up a better show than he did against Armand.
And don't go for the gilly. You'll just slide out.
That's right. Don't go for the gilly because you don't want to be put on your back against these guys.
Yeah,
Don't do it.
Because Dustin tried to do the gilly and he was not successful.
No. And now, for the main event, Alexander Volkanovski versus Diego Lopes.
And still the undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
I think that's something we both agree on there. So I'm excited to see Volk get a big win.
But if Volk loses, it's going to be a sad day for the Australians.
Yeah. It might be the last time you see Volk if he loses. But we think Volk's going to get it done. And that won't be the last time you see him. That'll be the last time you see him in the title. But we shall see. He is the champ. Volk's the champ. He's still got cooking with Volk that he crushes it by showing people how to cook. So he's got it figured out, and he's done well for himself in the UFC. Anything else you got to say?
Please remember to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on all our videos. We'll see you after the fights. God bless.
It's time.